Hey everyone, my name is Wayton. I'm a Rocket League content creator and I'm excited to partner with PlayVS to help arm coaches with the knowledge and tools they need to grow Rocket League as a high school sport. PlayVS is known for making gamers into varsity athletes, which is definitely something I wish I had access to when I was in high school, so I'm excited to help support the next generation of competitive gamers. So today we're going to cover the all-around basics of Rocket League. The topics we're going to cover are game overview, terminology, map overview, rotations, and training tools. So let's get started and talk about how Rocket League works. Rocket League in one sentence is soccer with rocket-powered cars. You can maneuver your car in almost any way imaginable, and you have a boost tank on the back of your car just like in any other race game. Only the objective isn't to beat your opponent in a race, but to score more goals than them. There are 3 different main modes in Rocket League, which are 1v1, 2v2, and 3v3, but 3v3 is the standard competitive mode. Every Rocket League game is 5 minutes long, not counting the time during instant replays of a goal. When the time runs out, the game ends when the ball touches the ground, meaning the clock could hypothetically stay at 0 seconds forever and the game won't end until the ball touches the ground or it gets scored in a goal. However, there are no ties in Rocket League, so if the time runs out and the game is still tied, it goes into overtime where it's sudden death and the next team to score wins the match. So Rocket League also has a bunch of terms that you wouldn't know unless you already played the game, so I'm going to rapid fire explain the main ones real quick. 50-50s are when you and your opponent are getting to the ball at about the same time and you're just trying to force it past the other person by flipping into it. When someone says they are in net, that basically means they are in goal. Net just means the goal. An aerial is when you fly up in the air to hit the ball. A pinch is where you take your car and you smash into the ball with it with a wall on the other side, so it just goes flying. A demo is short for demolition, and it's where you blow up someone on the other team, but they respawn after 3 seconds. A challenge or a contest is where someone on the other team has control of the ball and you basically just charge at them and try and mess them up and make them lose control. A flick is where you're dribbling the ball on top of your car and then you flip in some way, whether it's forward or sideways to launch the ball away from your car. It's basically like dribbling and shooting in real soccer. A redirect is where the ball is flying towards the opponent's half of the field, but you're already there and you basically redirect the trajectory towards the goal. So this is the top view of the field. There are 6 large boost pads around the outside of the field, which give 100 boosts each, and 28 mini boost pads scattered among the entire field more towards the center, which give 12 boosts each. The large boost pads take 10 seconds to respawn after taken, and the mini boost pads take 5 seconds to respawn. One of the most common mistakes I see in total beginners is they only really pay attention to the big boost pads since they give 100, and these only give 12, which doesn't seem like very much. However, the mini pads are aligned in a way where you can take really quick paths back on defense and still get a lot of boost. So if you're on blue team here and you're trying to defend this goal, let's say you land right here on the field. Instead of going for this corner boost and then going back, that route is too long. You do get 100 boosts from this corner boost, but you're going to be using that as you get back anyway, and you're only going to have about 30 boosts by the time you get back to net. Instead, you can just grab the mini pads, so you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now you're in net after grabbing 6 boost pads, so now you have 70-ish boost. The standard offensive formation in Rocket League is having one person center ready for a pass, one person in the top corner with the ball, and another person backing them up. The player with the ball is considered the first player, the player at center is considered the second player, and the player backing them up is considered the third player. When you are the third player, you want to make sure you're not pushing up too far because you are the team's last line of defense. The reason this offensive formation works so well is because if this first player wins the challenge and gets it center, well, that's a scoring opportunity for the second player. And if they lose the challenge, then it just goes right back down to the third player who can take the shot right on goal or pass it to the second player who can take the shot. There's so many options for what they can do. On defense, you want to do what's called back post rotations. The back post is determined by whichever side of the field the ball is on. So if the ball is on this side of the field, then this is considered the back post. Let's say there's one person in net on defense and their other 2 teammates are rotating back to recover. This player should challenge instantly to the ball because they know their teammates are getting back soon. So by the time this player challenges, their teammates will be right around here. So this player challenges the ball, and once they're done, like they can't challenge anymore, they rotate back to back post again. And as they're rotating the back post, their next teammate should be pushing up right here. And this cycle just continues over and over and over until a team gets a clear. There are two main training tools that you can use to get better. The first one is free play. With this, it's just you and the ball. One of the simplest but most crucial drills to use in free play is simply trying to hit the ball as hard and as often as possible. This drill helps improve so many aspects of your game at once, but mainly helps you improve your game speed, which is basically how fast you can read bounces and make decisions based off of those bounces. The next training tool is custom training. Custom training is used to help improve either your shooting or your saving, but most people use it to improve shooting. There are a ton of training packs in the Featured tab and the Browse tab that you can use to get better. But you can also make your own training packs too, since the interface is super user-friendly. And if someone else has made a custom training pack that you want to try, you can just enter the code they give you by selecting Enter Code and typing it in there. Custom training is the best training tool to get consistent with shot placement and aerials. So I hope this has helped you learn a bit about what makes Rocket League so complex and how the basics of the game work. Through a ton of playtime, anyone can become a great Rocket League player, but it takes good teamwork and dedication to improve the fastest. With that being said, thanks for watching, and have fun out there.